6 o'clock, we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just an announcement to please turn your microphones on and your cell phones off, please. Andrea, we'll have roll call.
Mayor Bain.
Here.
Counselor Anderson.
Here.
Counselor Baker.
Here.
Counselor Becker.
Here.
Counselor Quinlan.
Here.
Counselor Scalisi.
Here.
Everyone has a copy of your minutes from the last meeting of May 14th. Are there any corrections?
I do have one. At the very top of the minutes, I did not change it to the May 14th council meeting, so I need to change that, and also Mayor Bain called the meeting to order, not Mayor Pro Tem Daniel Scalisi, so
Okay.
I need to make that change.
Okay, anything else? Okay, do I have a motion to change the minutes?
So move.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the minutes will stand approved as changed, as corrected. Okay. Let's see, visitors and delegations. Is there anyone who'd like to speak to council? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to management. We don't have management tonight, so we'll move on to finance. And the Finance Committee will review bills at the Finance Office on May 29th, 2018.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, moving on to staff reports. Chief Travis.
Apologize, I'm still quasi-sick here. Over the last 2 weeks, we've had 496 calls for service. We assisted in a SWAT call today in Fort Morgan related to narcotics and stolen property. We're on a campaign now to get the community to address their weeds. Hopefully we can get the weed issue addressed quickly. And the officer-involved shooting, everybody knows that our officer was targeted by the semi, and the district attorney's office has cleared both officers, and hopefully they'll be returning to duty soon.
Okay.
Do we have a dash cam?
What was that?
Do we have a dash cam available?
I can't discuss any of the evidence that the district attorney's office has right now.
Well, can
But
you
they do-
answer this?
They do have body cameras.
Body cameras, and are our cars equipped with dash cams?
No. No.
How much would it cost?
You're looking at roughly about $8,000 per car.
Thank you.
Okay, marketing, Tyler.
Mr. Mayor, Council, just a couple of things real quick. A couple weeks ago, I went to a government and social media conference. It was very valuable. As we know, the day in which we live in 2018, social media is very much in the middle of how people stay connected. And so I got a lot of good information from local agencies, from government to emergency offices all over the country. Were there, I think 575 people were there from around the country. So got a lot of good, like most conferences, a lot of good ideas, tips, feedback on things that just as far as us connecting with our community better and incorporating that information. And then second off, of course, this not just for council but for all of the community, is summertime is upon us. So with that is all the different events that we have going on in Brush, and so definitely encourage the community to be involved and be a part of all the different things happening around Brush. A lot of it's ran through the chamber, but not specific to the chamber. But they can contact the chamber or the city for a lot more information. And we at the city, myself, putting some information together to get out to the community with kind of a calendar of events so people are educated as to what is going on this summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. City Clerk, Andrea.
Tonight in front of you, I did run off a copy of our calendar of meeting and events for each of you, since we have quite a bit coming up, and thought this might help you keep on track. The 23rd from 2 to 3, Health Matters is going to be held at East Morgan County Library, and Janine, Vicky, Dan, and Dana are going. Health Matters at the MAB in Fort Morgan at noon on the 24th. Dana and Rick will be attending. And the CML District Spring Meeting hosted by Sterling. We have Dan, Marlene, Janine,
Thank you, Andrea.
Can you, do something for me, Andrea? Can you reserve the car for the 24th for Sterling? And anybody else who'd like to ride down with me? Thank you.
What time did you wanna give it to me?
I'll probably pick it up around noon.
Okay.
Okay, City Administrator Monty.
Okay, just one item. We have a long work session, so a few of the other topics that we're gonna be discussing there. But I did want to bring to your attention a letter that I put in front of each of you just a few minutes ago. This is the brush meat processor facility. We had offered them some incentives when they first opened up, and those incentives are expiring this month. And so, you know, there's a request to extend those, extend and also include some new incentives. There's a possibility they may bring in an expansion to their facility. We don't know the details at this point. But I brought that letter to you because it was given to us a while back, but then now finally we got to a point where discussions and them doing the upgrades to their wastewater system that's going on right now, those are in motion. And I had visited with the mayor about it in regards to incentives. It's the first time that we've ever entertained incentives twice to a company. Usually it's a one-time deal. And so something that we haven't dealt with in the past. And in discussing it with the mayor, we felt the first step would be, before entertaining any type of expiring and or new incentives, that a new application should be submitted. And the application, Tyler did send that out to BMP so they could review that and submit it. So this is for you just to read over. At the next meeting, or once we receive that application, then we'll be coming to council at a work session, and we're gonna discuss all the past incentives, current incentives, and then where they're at with potentially an expansion of some type. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, Mayor and Council reports. Does anybody have a report? Okay, moving on to 8B, executive session. I'll be entertaining a motion to move into executive session for CRS 24-6-402, subsection 4, subsection A, for the purchase, acquisition, lease, transfer, or sale of any real, personal, or other property interest, specifically potential real estate sale at Brush Agri Park property. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
I'd move that we go into executive session for CRS 24-6-402, parentheses 4, parentheses A, for the purchase, acquisition, lease, transfer, or sale of any real, personal, or other property interest, specifically potential real estate sale of the Brush Agri Park property.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn to go into executive session?
I move that we adjourn to go into executive session.
Okay,